Hey, and welcome back to Discover This Media. My name's Jordan, this is Christopher, and today we're going to discover the Northville Asylum over in Northville, Michigan.
Yeah, so we're back with a brand new video today, and there used to be like 12 or something buildings here, but now it's down to like 5, but it's been abandoned for over 20 years, so let's go check it out. So right now we're standing in the massive gym of this psychiatric hospital, and it's cool because you know, it shows that it wasn't just about treating, it was about rehabilitation. Because most psychiatric hospitals don't have a gym, and not the ones that I've heard of. And this is a pretty big gym. I mean, I bet you have a full court of people in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing.
So right now we're in the cafeteria, and it's kind of a big cafeteria. Just kind of imagine your high school cafeteria. That's about the size of what this is, and it looked like it was kind of like a buffet style, like you would go into high school. It's got a little sitting outside area, a little court area, and it's amazing. And I just love the graffiti that's through here too, because it kind of gives it personality and kind of brings it back to life, you know?
Yeah. You know, years after these people have left this place, there's still presence here, you know?
And you know, the thing too that I keep thinking that goes into my head through here is they probably keep these patients in here a little bit longer, and it looks like it was a very 5-star type facility, because they have the gym. You don't really see much for the gym, and right now they have this cafeteria that looks huge, and it looks like it's like you get what you want.
A well thought out process.
Yes, yeah, and it's kind of like what goes through my head is these people probably stay here a little bit longer, but they get treated and then rehabilitate back to regular life. And
yeah.
That's just what keeps going through my head as we keep going farther and farther through here.
So right now we're walking in one of the hallways here. It's a massive hallway, and we think that these were either office spaces or probably office spaces, because they look too small to be bedrooms. What do you think?
I mean, I'm thinking of asylums, and I'm thinking of kind of like a jail type atmosphere too. So,
Yeah.
you know, I can foresee a bunk bed being over there, or
That is
one person bed, and then this is kind of their little livings, because they only come in here anyways to sleep, so they don't need nothing huge. So, I mean, from what it looks like to me, it looks like, you know, come on. Kind of looks like to me that they had like either a bunk bed or a regular bed in here, and then, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've been in an active one of these, and the two key factors that I see though, and the difference is I've been in these more in the recent era instead of back when this was operated, and I just see two little things off, and that's the amount of glass that they use. And you see you got non-clear glass and clear glass, so it makes you wonder. So as you can see, we're out on a balcony area right here, and you can tell this was accessible by the patients here because of the fence that you have here. This is what they would consider an inclimbable fence, because it's got this and then it's got that. So I mean, it's very hard to get over there. But if you look out, I mean, you can just see what used to be probably a courtyard down there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's gonna be a courtyard over there, and the fences kind of keep them in, and the fences weren't very high either, so it's like,
I don't know, it makes you wonder.
Mm-hmm.
So this right here is the little nurse area. They would have their meds delivered from the pharmacy down here, and they would the patients would come up and get them right here. You have the classic sliding door, and then this is, you know, another little day room type thing. You can see right here the elevator's kind of stuck halfway up the ledge here. So you step up into here, and here is the electroshock therapy rooms with the electroshock switches and whatnot. They would be down there. We got another one over here. It's crazy to think this was still socially acceptable back then, you know? Mm-hmm. Like this was still an they thought this was an actual remedy and an actual treatment.
When it was just slowly killing them.
Basically, I mean, if a lot of people don't know what electroshock is, I mean, I'm sure you know it's the act of shocking, but what it actually does is induces seizures, and that's the here. It's crazy. This is most likely what your view was as you were being electroshocked and induced into a seizure. It's funny that they even add windows to these rooms, like it matters, you know? It's almost like they were trying to still be humane about it, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of slowly kind of sickening, but
it's weird, you know? So this is the hallway with all the patient rooms, and you can tell by these metal doors. Each have their own switches for the lights at night. This is probably like, you know, like the hospital kiosk desk. I bet you this is one of those old steam baths that they would put you in. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It looks like a modern day bathtub too.
It does. It's weird though because it steps up.
$1 hour.
So right now we're walking up to another one of the buildings on the property. It looks like a truck dock here.
Like where they get their shipments and
where
stuff.
They get their shipments for food and
that way they can kind of seclude the patients.
But you know what that means? Another building, another little bit of exploring for us. We stumbled upon the auditorium. It is massive. I mean, how many people do you think this seats?
Easy 500.
Stage is up there. Back chair over here. This is what it looks like. I'm up on stage here. Now we're coming out of the staging area right now. Little breezeway here to get in. This place is massive. It's truly crazy how much nature plays a role in these things, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy. You can see over there through the...
Oh yeah, like look, the trees have already taken over and growing inside and basically saying this is mine now.
No, it's crazy.
So you know, at some places or asylums or whatever, they have these like activities that you can do to sign up for and kind of, you know, take your mind off of where you're at. We're right inside, looks like an art room. What kind of gave it away is colored pencils, pipe cleaners, beads, hat risers and fans, and just kind of gives a little relaxation, you know, like, yeah, you're in this place.
Especially having this view right here. I'm assuming back in the day, you know, none of these trees and stuff were here. It was just a straight out view, but you're right though, it obviously is some sort of art room. Here we got a little, it's an actual bowling alley in here. You see the 2 lanes right here? That's insane, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big bowling alley, but it's enough to do the trick, you know? So right here, this door that's down says gymnasium. And oh my gosh. Oh boy, is that a big gym. Now this one has bleachers, and this is separate to the one that we were in to begin with. So right now we're in the bottom of the gymnasium.
And it's definitely way bigger than the one previously shown at the other building. It kind of looks like that they kind of did like a little league or whatever, a little rec league or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the families could come up and watch their loved ones play basketball and kind of see them bring their life back to life, per se.
This is awesome, actually. You can see you got 3 hoops on each side. And you know, you got the bleachers up there. And obviously there wasn't a lot of people that came to watch these games, which is why they don't have extravagant, amazing bleachers, but it still shows that somebody cared out there, you know? And here is the pool. This is a deep pool, and it's pretty big, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So there you have it. We're over at Northville Asylum over in Northville, Michigan, and pretty much it was a pretty typical old asylum, kind of creepy looking, but also very old and have very old styles, which is pretty cool to look back. It kind of makes you go back in time a little bit and kind of see what things were like back then.
Yeah, it was really cool because we've never hit something like this before, but so yeah, catch us next time, and remember, subscribe to Mr. Beast.
Subscribe to Mr. Beast and PewDiePie.